Update on Doris Ogala. That lady, she really needs cleansing because these people have manipulated this lady. 5 good principalities calling themselves men of God, operating one person, as in using one person, brainwashing one person. At the end of the day, they gang up together and got her arrested. They go knife together and use Doris Ogala as the middleman in order to calm every situation, all the heat that was hitting them for the disappearance of that little baby. That baby Destiny, that time it was ringing a bell all over. So they use manipulated, see, Doris Ogala meeting Pastor Chris Okafor in the first place was not a coincidence. They have took time to monitor this lady. They took time to monitor her movements. They took time to spy on her until that very day. If you listen to her interview, you will know how they met. They met in the police whatever. Then Pastor Chris Okafor walked down to her and greeted her like the bodyguard now came and rushed her to the car. Have you ever seen something like that? Somebody that we have not known from anywhere. She has been used. She has been brainwashed. She has been raked down. They raked her down. They useless her. They use her talent. They use her glory. And her physical self, her body was used. Don't you hear what she's saying? At the end of everything, she's still based on the marriage. That was what they used. Until a real man of God can lose her from that marriage spell that they casted upon her. Because as it is right now, that marriage spell is ringing in her brain, is ringing in her mind. It does not allow her to see anything. Of all her testimony that she's testifying, she never see anything wrong that she's supposed to run away from Pastor Chris Okafor. But instead, she still derived at marriage that she cannot marry any other person. She is still under that spell. Chris Okafor can call her tomorrow and start manipulating her again, start using her again. Very simple. Very, very simple. You know why I don't really blame this lady? Because she is also a victim. I can't blame her. But all these stories, all the wrong thing that she did, all the wrong runs that she ran for them, all the wrong covered that she was covering for them, she never charged them a kobo. She never charged them 1 naira. Like that Prof X that was on their neck, because like that one knew what they were doing and used it to blackmail them. The guy from South Africa is like where they collected their power is from South Africa. So that guy, that Prof X really know them very well. That is why they were panicking whenever Prof X called them out. And they used Doris Ogala as their middleman. And they pushed Doris out to rake her down in the name of marriage, in the name of love. You have your sister's daughter in your home till she got married, which you told Doris to come and stand as your wife in that marriage. And you did not use your sister's daughter to run this errand for you. to do the cover up for you. You are using somebody's child. These men will not use their sisters. They will not use their family members. Doris was never the only celebrity that has ever visited Pastor Chris Okavo's church. But they were looking for who that have the star for them to use. They can't just use anybody. They will only use somebody that has the star. And after everything, Chris has never given her money. According to her, the only time she requested for money was when she wanted to go for surgery. That she requested, I think, 1.8 million. That Chris gave her 300,000. The money that she was dragging Chris, that Chris got her arrested even after her brother's death, got her arrested before her brother was buried. A man that loves you will never do that, will mourn with you. Was the money Pastor Jeremiah gave her willingly, told her, blackmail Prof X, turn everything upside, the case that he was handling, close it down, that she came out and she did it. The man said, I'm going to buy a house for you. I'm going to buy a car of your choice. And when she make her choice car, they say, no, it's too costly. Then the man gave her money for that Mercedes, whatever that she choose, her second choice, 40-something million. And Chris have the mind to chop the only money for all they use her for. The man gave her willing. She never asked. According to her, she didn't ask him. The man said, if you do this, I will give you, and I will give you a house, which they didn't give her the house. For Doris to ask of the money that the man promised to give her, after everything, you got her arrested. Her brother died at the process. Still, you didn't want to give her the money. And Doris would have died anyway if her spirit was not strong. For Pastor Chris to come back and say, let us settle the case out of court, he has tried the lady in several ways. That Doris Ogala's brother died because of that money, just to weaken her, just to break her spirit. Doris need cleansing. That spell Pastor Chris casted upon her need to be broken. The marriage engagement that he engaged the other lady is just an eye opener. You know, they were not together anymore, but she couldn't call him out. She couldn't talk until that engagement surfaced. That is, gave her an eye opener. Then she came out and cried online. She need total cleansing. Total cleansing. Not the kind of cleansing they will go to Babish. Not the kind of cleansing they will go and buy fowl, buy white handkerchief, buy white basin, buy mineral, buy whatever they used to buy for their cleansing. She needs totally cleansing by the power of the Holy Ghost. That will not come from all these bigger churches. All of them are sitting in round table. Go to a humble church that there is God. Go there and hide yourself from all these principalities. It's too much. 5 principalities operating in one person.